guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are jumping in with the 200% showcases, moving on to one of Cell's team now, and this is one I wanted to get out of the way really quickly, because I say really quickly, but we'll give them their due course, but this is one I wanted to do first, because obviously then this unit is going to be really useful on the teams to do the other 200% showcases, because this unit is such a great support unit. But that is obviously not the only good thing about them. So 19 and GERO, obviously I have them full link level 10. Mine are not rainbow, they are two dupes. So we do have both the paths open for the star abilities and obviously gold skill orb potential. So as you can see, I've built them mostly towards additional and then with a little bit of crit, because of course they heal on super attack. So if you get a double super with them, you get a double heal. This is obviously incredibly useful in difficult content, because it enables you to build back a ton of HP. Really good. So their super attack effect is that they raise attack and defense in one turn, they do supreme damage to the enemy and recover 10% HP. So we talked about this a bit when Kid Buu came out when it comes to HP percentages. Remember, on a 200% team like this with Cell, what is our HP? 524,000. So 10% of our HP is 52k. So they heal us 52k every time they super. So if they double super, then yeah, we heal for over 100k on that turn. So they get attack 200% and defense 190% at the start of the turn, which is already a pretty decent number. But then they get an additional attack and defense 39% and disable enemy's guard when performing a super attack. They give android allies 3 key attack and defense 40%, so obviously they get that as well. Then they foresee enemy super attacks when HP is 39% or less. So this is useful, but you don't see it as commonly. But they also absorb key blast super attacks and recover 39% of the damage absorbed as HP. So this is actually insane. I tried them out on a power absorption team with LR Buhan a while ago against the physical god of destruction. And if he super attacks them, they absorb it, and the super would do like 600 or 700k or something. So 39% of that is like 250k HP they heal you for. So pretty ridiculous. Their links are decent for Android teams. Their best link partner is actually Android 13. So they get Android Assault, Red Ribbon Army, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. So they start the turn on this team. Bear in mind, we are getting support from 13 and the friend LR Androids. But they're on 272k defense. They're going to get 39% from their passive. And they're going to get the raises attack and defense from their super attack effect as well. So they're going to be like over 400k defense when they attack, but we have to put them in slot 1 because otherwise Raditz is probably just going to die here. I jumped into the versus Formidable Saiyans stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history because just at a quick glance, like from memory, I'm fairly sure almost all of the enemies in this run do Key Blast super attacks. So 3.4 million on this rotation. Considering everything that this unit can do, that is pretty good. Like, I'm not expecting them at any point in this video to be hitting, like, you know, like 8 million attack or something like that. But bear in mind the fact that, yeah, post-super attack on that rotation, we got 400k defense. They can't be damaged by key-based super attacks. And not only that, they then heal you from them as well, which is... it's just another level of crazy. Like, when using them when the tech androids first came out, obviously the tech androids, it's nice, right? You get hit by a key-based super attack, you just take no damage, right? You just see that cool 0 come up with the green bubble shield from 17. But these guys, not only do you take no damage, but you heal. So, as I said with the God of Destruction example, it's based on the amount of damage the attack would have done, even though obviously it does no damage to you. So, if the enemy has type advantage over you, then obviously that damage number is even higher, which means you just heal for even more. So obviously they are very good. Slot 1, obviously not designed for that, but as we saw on the previous turn, despite having double support, very decent start of turn defense. Now here we're up against Vegeta. See, this would be the perfect turn. I wish we had like a scouter effect in play all the time, right? Because do we get any extra links from you? We do get... Is that Brutal Beatdown? Brutal Beatdown. He's going to super in slot 1 though, right? Surely. Watch him, that one attack in slot 2 is going to be a super. But yeah, again, 240k defense at the start of the turn. That's not that bad. Obviously, for more difficult content, it's not quite as high as we would like. But considering it then goes up on super attack as well. So, normal attack, yeah, just does double-digit damage. 3.45. So, because I believe, actually, the LR androids, they only give defensive support, right? So, still 3.5 million. We get an additional normal attack. Come on, super me. Do it. Let's go. Alright, so Gallic Gun. How much damage is this going to do? Oh, nothing. But so it would have done... Oh, 37. So apparently it wouldn't have done that much damage to them anyway. Because that's the other thing that is a bit weird about this unit. Is because they heal you based on the damage that the attack would have done. Now, obviously, post-super attack... Without the extra defensive support from the LR androids, obviously their defense wouldn't have been as high. But their defense would have still easily been over 300k. So what that means is, if 39% of that super attack damage was only double digits, it means that they literally would have tanked that super attack for like a couple of hundred. Which is pretty crazy when you think about it. So let's do this, and then... I guess I could have just put Cell in slot 1. STR Cell's defense isn't that great until he super attacks anyway, but at least he has type advantage. Plus he's getting extra defense from the LR androids, so yeah, double-digit damage. But yeah, GERO and 19, super, super good. I mean, that unit, their release almost single-handedly revived LR Super 17, because the rotation of them two together is insanely good for Super 17. And of course, you know... We're going to be doing the 200% showcase for Super 17. That's another reason why I wanted to get these guys done first, because we'll probably run them on main rotation with him. Whereas, obviously other videos will be using them as like a third slot floating support unit. They definitely, with now the fact they're on this 200% team, I feel like they definitely are in that upper tier of the side banner units. You know, amongst the likes of like Third Form Freezer. Remember, we don't have the Ginyu Force stuff on Global yet, so obviously, yeah, you're not picking up any extra links. I kind of still just want to try putting them in slot 1. So we've lost a bit of defense, obviously we're not getting any support from Android 13 once he transforms. I bought this Boo Piccolo on the team, so obviously he's only getting the 170 leader skill from Cell, because he's on power absorption. But he is a support unit for power absorption for 30% attack and 50% defense. So he is giving them a lot of extra defense here. So I'm hoping that we can see some more these guys getting super attacked and not taking any damage. But yeah, double-digit damage still in slot 1, despite the fact that they are not designed to be a slot 1 unit. Still putting out around 3.5 million attack. So, yeah, I mean, this unit is just incredibly good when you factor in all of the things that they do. So 3.5 million attack stat, again, it's obviously not the craziest. They're not like a unit that you're bringing on the team to deal tons of damage. But 3.5 is not really that bad when you consider... again, like over 300k defense after super attacking. They can't be damaged by key-based super attacks, and obviously in the more difficult content, that you will actually get a significant heal. Because obviously in like an easy event or, you know, like this where it's not quite as hard, especially post-super when their defense is really high, the damage that the super attack would have done to you is not that high anyway. But once you start going into things like the God event or... obviously when Global eventually gets the red zone. I'll be interested to see somebody take them into the red zone on JP. Because obviously I don't know if they were quite good enough defensively to hold their own in the red zone before getting a 200% leader skill. But as long as you're using them in slot 2 or 3 so that they can super attack first. Because obviously like against Broly, dodge is completely disabled. But they don't dodge. It's not like a counter, right? They don't dodge and counter or anything like that. They just absorb the key-based super attack. So, against, like, imagine them getting supered by, like, the Omega or something at the end. They'll just absorb it. And his super attack does, like, I think it's without defense calculations and stuff. So, obviously, you'll never see a unit actually take that much damage. But it does over 1 million damage. And then once you start factoring defense and stuff like that, I think type neutral... you still see units get hit for like, what, like 700k? which means that this unit would not only take no damage, but they would heal you for like 250k if they get super attacked by Omega at the end of the red zone. The only difference, the only problem, I should say, is how much damage do they take like from his normal attacks, because it's all well and good, you know, nullifying the super, but if they're taking like 100k from normal attacks, that would obviously be bad. But here on this 200% leader skill, I really don't think that would be the case, especially after supering, because again, once we throw support into the rotation, we're looking at like almost 400k defense after they super attack, which is really, really good. Because in a lot of these more difficult events, normal attacks, like once a unit starts to take damage from normal attacks, that's obviously the phase where you then have to start getting scared about them getting hit by a super. Because, you know, if a normal attack's doing like 20 or 30k, then a super attack's going to do like 400 or something, right? So if they can hold their own against Omega and Broly, where they're taking like 20, 30k from normal attacks, which isn't the worst, then the fact that they are then also pretty much immune to his super attacks would be insanely powerful. So I definitely want to see someone take them into the red zone on JP. I'll see if Minato has them, see if he's done it. I don't know if Truth will do it at some point, but again, it comes back to, as a global player, just being a little bit disappointed that we don't have the red zone yet to be able to try out some of these units. But obviously very, very powerful. So this will be interesting. This is a rotation where we got no support. We do have a lot of attacks in slot 1. We start on 219k defense. So obviously this is where it gets to that point where this is the kind of defense where we wouldn't really want to be putting them in slot 1. But we do have type advantage, so that is probably going to help. Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine we would still take double-digit damage. They're an INT unit, of course, so even at 55%, they have the free level 5 dodge. So I don't think they need any more than that. Because obviously, technically, if you got really unlucky RNG, I believe they could dodge a super attack that they would have otherwise absorbed. So that would actually be bad in certain situations. I'm not quite sure how that works with the in-game mechanics, because obviously they absorb the super attack that would have hit them. So I'm assuming you can dodge it, which would be unfortunate. So I definitely would not give them a bunch of extra dodge. But Eraser Cannon, yeah, nice, cool. I'll just take no damage from that, thank you. Probably wouldn't have taken damage from it anyway, because of having the type advantage, but it's always cool to see the animation and be reminded of how badly my my boy Super 17 got shafted. How are you going to bring out an LR Super 17 and then literally like a month later bring out like the absorbing super attacks mechanic? It's like, man, Super 17 should have that. Like, I've joked in the past that this GERO and 19 are a better LR Super 17 than LR Super 17. Like, if you kept their kit exactly the same, but just made them Super 17 instead of GERO and 19, they would be obviously as good. Like, and then if they were an LR, you'd obviously bump up their stats. Like, you know, there'd obviously be slight differences with their kit if they were an LR instead of a TUR. But like, yeah, using them as the basic blueprint, they would have been a much better LR Super 17 than the actual LR Super 17. So, like I say though, their release and the fact that we have a 200% leader skill does make Super 17 a lot better now. So he is one of the 200% showcases that obviously I'm really, really looking forward to doing, because I still love Super 17, even if the tech one was fumbled a little bit. Like, on release, he was okay. I only got the one copy of him, so I only had him at 55% for quite a while. I actually bought 2 dupes for him with yellow coins to basically, once like GERO and that had come out, and I obviously pulled them from the Android team to make Super 17 as effective as possible. I got him the extra 2 dupes as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing his 200% team showcase. Not Rainbow, but 79% full level 10 links. Links up pretty well with GERO and 19. But with how well they hold up on this 200%, like, you could easily just put them in slot 1 if there's someone in slot 3 that Super 17 could get some extra links off of, and that would still probably work like reasonably well. Obviously, Super 17 wants to be in slot 1 as well, but that definitely could work. I mean, all the way up to Broly, we take double-digit damage. And then, of course, unfortunately, he has a non-key-based super attack. But we still only took 100k. So, I mean, this isn't the hardest stage of Super Battle Road, of course. Infinite Dragon Ball history, but 100k, and then on their super attack effect, they heal back, what was it, 52k we said at the start? So they heal back up like half the damage they took, and then 13 just comes in and finishes them off with the crit. So yeah, INT, GERO, and 19, and that is them with 2 dupes to go as well. They're only at 79%. So they are very, very good. So let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, I've got a whole bunch of them planned, but let me know which 200% showcases you guys want to see the most. If I see a bunch of people saying the same ones, then maybe I'll try and get those ones out faster than some of the other ones. Because I do want to go through and show off pretty much all the new units that now have a 200% leader skill. Because it's fun to see. I did it with some of the Vegeta ones. Even some of the older units that, you know, still kind of suck under the 200% lead. It's still fun to show them off. But let me know the ones you guys most want to see down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.